And you're listening to Eliances Hero Show with me, Glue, your host, as we are live in our Los Angeles studio at Dash Radio. Be sure to go to eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. The only place where entrepreneurs align. And we already have talked with Aaron Kerman, over $4 billion in total sales. Go check him out, aaronkerman.com. And we did just talk with Mark Andu. He's legal counsel for Oxygen Hospitality, has had an incredible career. OxygenHospitality.com. And now I'm super excited. Let's talk money and investing. What about saving for the future? We all want that comfort waiting for us in our retirement, right? We have our next hero with us, co-founder and principal at Profectus Financial and Profectus Wealth Management Company, Kelly Wu. That's Profectus, Profectus Financial.com. Kelly, what do you like most about being a certified financial practitioner?
Yes, thanks for having me, by the way. I love being a certified financial planner because I get to actually plan a financial goal for my client and then not only just plan it, but actually see it being implemented. I have a CFP designation and I exercise that every day, but I also have investment license and insurance licenses and all the other license to actually implement and see my financial plans for the clients come through. And so this is a really exciting part of my job where I get to wear different hats and I see different perspectives. And when I meet my clients, I'm not just talking about money, but I'm actually talking about a lot of different things, values, their families, health, a lot of different legacy planning, goals in life, because all of that affects money and money affects all of that. Mm-hmm. So I love talking about, many different things. Oftentimes my clients say, you're like the daughter that I never had. And I love that because sometimes my clients can't talk about those, deepest fear or worries or concerns, but I get to do that with them and I get to, give them confidence that they're going to be okay, right? And as a CFP, I bring different perspectives. I work with many different professionals to really see my plan come through.
Absolutely. And you hold their hand,
Yes.
because people often don't like talking about money. So you really help and guide them through that. You currently hold over seven, is that right?
Yes.
7 different financial licenses and designations. What has been the most effective and efficient investment and tax strategy for your clients?
So I work with 2 types of clients. One set of clients are business owners and the other, obviously, retirees. And most often not, because I work with high net worth clients and accredited investors, their biggest concern, believe it or not, is taxes, right? So I help them save on taxes by setting up a different tax efficient strategies. Oftentimes when I work with, business owners, then I set up advanced pension planning. And people are like, what is advanced pension planning? I've heard of pension plans. I've heard of 401k plans. What is advanced pension planning? So I utilize a very, with the help of TPA, obviously, very unique strategies to really bring the maximum contribution amount for business owners to really reduce their taxable incomes to almost zero every year. So, one of the compliments that I get all the time is when my client says, how come I never met you 10 years ago?
Right. Where have you been all my life?
Yes. Why didn't I see you 10 years ago? I've been making the same amount of income, and this is what I needed 10 years ago. So it's been really great seeing, how I can reduce taxes for our successful clients who've always felt drained with the ongoing taxes due and, final taxes due, and then they have to worry about their cash flows. And so it's really been a great relief for a lot of our clients, and it's been a pleasure helping them with those strategies. But we have many different strategies to help clients. So that's really when they're earning income and, growing their asset, accumulating their pensions. And then when they retire, they become retiree clients, right? And so we have definitely different goals and tax strategies for those clients. So, it's like climbing a mountain, different strategies to climb the mountain, totally different when you're climbing down the mountain, right?
Right.
But coming down, you can't be too, fast and too aggressive, right? Got to do it steady, but, enjoy the process, right? So for our retiree clients, we have a very unique way of saving taxes. And, some of our clients been very good savers, so they've been saving all their lives, and their biggest worry is if I use it, then I have to pay taxes.
Right.
So I'm
yeah.
like, use your money, that's what you saved it for. But when we show them unique tax strategies to really convert their qualified money to reduce taxes and pay taxes, but then make something triple so that they have more than enough to pay for taxes and their, leisure things, then, they're really happy. So, we have a very unique goals to satisfy the tax concerns and also, the income and all of that concerns as well for retirees.
And I understand that you've spent most of your career in the financial services industry. You worked with New York Life. You were a principal partner with another company. How do you feel about the market right now?
Yes. So I get asked that all the time, right? As if I hold a crystal ball in my hand.
Well, you do. You do, right?
So, I just kind of look at my clients like straight and go, you know what I think? So, I can always tell them from what I read and the, research and Bloomberg and everything. But I always tell them, don't worry what the market's going to do, right? It's going to do what it's doing, which is going up and down. But over time, it's always going up, right? So I have a unique strategy where I design a portfolio, not all eggs in one basket, which is all in the market. So that way they can sleep at night and I can sleep at night, right? So whenever my clients come to me and say, what do you think the market's going to do? And I just say, it's going to do what it's been doing. It's going to go up and down, up and down. And, I always assure them I have your asset diversified so that it's not just in the market, not just in real estate, but some in alternative investment and some in insurance products that are guaranteed to not move, right, with the market. So those are the things that my clients need to be reassured because oftentimes they come to me from another financial advisor and they've gone through, multiple, bad circumstances, whether it was market or was a bad product or whatnot. And so, they have to kind of be reminded again and again, am I okay? And I have to tell them, you're okay because we've diversified it. We put your portfolio in a way that even if one segment or one asset class does not do well, the other asset classes are going to do well. So.
And you are listening to Kelly Wu. She's the co-founder and principal of Profectus Financial. That's profectusfinancial.com. Let me spell that for you. It's Profectus. Make sure you wait until you're done driving if you're driving to go ahead and do that. But you're listening to the Eliances Hero Show with me, Glue. Usually I'm producing, but today I'm hosting. We're live in our Los Angeles studio at Dash Radio. Be sure to go to eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com, the only place where entrepreneurs align. Now, Kelly, you were talking about how you diversify the funds for people. What is the right balance for somebody like pre-retirement versus post-retirement? How do you change? You kind of alluded to it a little bit, but like, where do you want those investments to be? Maybe like 60, 40, 20, like how do you do it?
And you know what? I get that asked all the time too. And I always say, it really depends on you and your financial situation. You shouldn't look at your friend's portfolio. You shouldn't look at your father's portfolio or, anyone else's portfolio. But let us talk about you and your goals because it can be the best product, best strategy in the world. But if it keeps them up at night because they're worried because it doesn't fit their personality in terms of investment personality, then it's no good, right? We all want to have a peace of mind and it has to make sense. So if you have just enough retirement income, unfortunately, you have to be somewhat conservative to protect your asset. But at the same time, you have to be a little bit aggressive with a certain portion of your money to gain that yield that you need to keep going. So it's really about how much you have to live through your retirement. And also at the same time, what is your personality like? Investment. Some of it is education, though. I have to let them know that this part is going to be aggressive and it has to be aggressive for that matter. And it's going to be small percentage. And I have to kind of educate my client to be okay with ups and downs, right? So over time, I say 3 years is magic with me. 3 years, they get totally aware of all the financial products and strategies that I place them in. And then they go, wow, this is working. But the first 3 years, whether they've just worked with the stockbroker, whether they just worked with the insurance agent or whatnot, they sometimes get kind of scared, right? So then after 3 years, they get very comfortable with me and say, I like what you're doing. I feel good, So
Awesome. That's fabulous. Now, along your journey throughout your career, has anything changed personally? Like, how has your personal journey changed throughout your career?
Yeah, so Mark shared a little bit about it too, but I mean, my faith has grown tremendously. Well, it's something about running your own business and at young age. And, business is something that not only takes skills and ability, but really faith. Right? Mm-hmm. Trust in something greater than you, right? Oftentimes there's different circumstances, situations that you just can't fight, right? And so I just get to pray. I just get to pray a lot for wisdom. Mm-hmm. And, sometimes, just after work, I have my moment to just talk to God about different situations. I oftentimes actually pray for my clients too. So my faith has gotten better each year. And I think maybe that's one of the reason for my success, because I've been able to release it to someone and then really find peace and guidance and wisdom too.
That's perfect. Now, there was something that I read about you that I found very interesting. You're something called Top of Table.
Oh, yes.
What is Top of Table?
Yeah, so the $1 Million Round Table is an international organization for high-producing financial advisors. They have to be ethical. They have to be producing certain volume of business. And I'm in the top 2% rank, and I'm probably one of the youngest and I guess few female on the top level. And so every time we go to that international meeting, I find myself like pretty, like the fresh look, right? Everyone looks kind of like, is she somebody's granddaughter? Kind of, because everyone over there are like over 50 and I'm the only one 30 something. And what I love about being in the financial industry, especially when you go up top, is that the women's bathroom is free and empty, and it's like I get the entire restroom by myself, and it's always the other way around, right? Whenever you go to movie theaters or anything like that, you have to wait a long line.
Right.
When I go to a top conference, man, I get the whole bathroom by myself.
To call it top bathroom.
Yeah, so $1 Million Round Table has been really amazing. I get to meet a lot of mentors in there, and I've been a $1 Million Roundtable top member for the last 4 years, and I've been a member since I became financial advisor, luckily. And it's been, great journey to go to a conference and talk to someone who's been in the business for 30 years and 40 years. And I get to ask them what was one thing that changed their practice, one thing that they want to avoid if they were to start all over again. And these are the things that I get to hear, like very practical.
And what do they tell you? What type of things do they tell you?
They tell me a lot of different things, but it's really a balance. It's all about, keeping your family and your career and your faith balanced. And, every single time we go, they have different, classes and different lectures for us to be educated on and to be pushed. And last year, the funny thing is the longest line was for this meditation class, and I couldn't understand. There was like a long line for meditation lecture, and I couldn't even get in. And so afterwards, I asked some of the people, I'm like, was it good? I mean, why was there a lot of people? And I guess a lot of people in business over 30 years, 40 years, they're so worried about their business and their clients that at night they can't go to sleep. Mm-hmm. And so meditation is what helps them at night. And I'm young, and, I have 2 little ones, so I can't wait to go to sleep. I put my head on the pillow. I'm done, right?
Right.
I'm gone. And so, I look at them, I go, wow, it's that important to keep yourself balanced, right? And to really keep going. And so I always think about, am I doing enough for my family? Am I doing enough for my clients? Am I doing enough for God? And so I try to keep good balance.
And you kind of talked about that. I want to talk a little bit more about, you have children, you're a working mother with your own company. What do you hope that your children will learn from you, working mom, that they'll take out into the world with them?
Yeah, so my mom has always been a working mom too. So we immigrated here when I was 12 years old. A lot of times, I had to, watch them work like, really 7 days a week, and we never really hardly took any vacation. And so I saw my mom work and then come home and work at home again for us, cook, clean. And so it's really the work ethic that I really wish to transfer to my kids. And also, really being content and happy with what you're doing as a career, but at the same time, really loving your role as a mom at home. So, I really wish that my two sons would whatever they do. I mean, it's okay if they want to be, a volunteer somewhere in, Africa, or if they want to be a doctor or lawyer. I'm totally okay with what they do, but I just wish that they would be so passionate and loving what they do, just as I am.
Oh, Kelly, that's fabulous. And Kelly, you help your clients reach retirement successfully, helping them position their wealth for the greatest return. You are a hero. Kelly Wu, Profectus Financial. That's profectusfinancial.com. And in just coming up next, stay with us. We are going to talk with Peter Anadranastakis, the co-founder and president of Oxygen Hospitality and co-founder of O2 Capital.
Calling all entrepreneurs, startups, investors, inventors, lawyers, and more. Come to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. Attend a roundtable, weekly roundtable. Eliances.com. ELIANCES.com. Connect with the only place where entrepreneurs align. Eliances. ELIANCES.com with me, David Kogan.